Well, the wait is finally over. A brand new generation of Pokemon games is here, and I can't play it because I don't quite have the money for it yet. But hey, at least I can enjoy the anime until my next paycheck arrives, right? Oh boy, I am not quite sure how this is going to pan out. My reason for this is that they changed everything, all the way down to the artistic style and how the characters look. Let's take good old Ash, for example. Love or hate our perpetually 10-year-old protagonist whose adventures never seem to end, he is the most important human character to the Pokemon franchise. Yeah, Ash has had other design changes over the years, but most of them have been gradual, and they kept his overall look uniform throughout each generation. That is until now. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to clench your buttholes at the new design for Ash for the new Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. Okay. Okay. It seems like Ash drank a little too much from the Fountain of Youth this time. I mean, look at him. He looks like he's in preschool. I get that they are trying to take the show in a completely different direction, like with this generation of the games, but come on! This is coming off the heels of Pokemon X and Y, one of the best animated and best written generational arcs within the anime. Especially the X and Y story arc that literally got me back into watching the anime. In fact, the anime had the perfect setup to end Ash's story right there. I just wish we could finally get a new protagonist for the anime and start fresh. But if you think they are going to do that after following the same character for 20 years in the anime, I have oceanfront property in Kansas I would like to sell you. I'll even throw in the Golden Gate for free. Here, instead of the rigid lines of old, Ash Ketchum has become a more fluid character with a softer face, bigger eyes, and overall more youthful appearance. All jokes aside about Ash's new character design, considering the direction and tone the anime wants to take with this generation, not to mention the tropical setting, the new character design for Ash kind of makes sense. However, it will definitely take some time getting used to. Another thing completely different from the past generations of the anime is its premise. Essentially, Ash is no longer the scrappy 10-year-old boy blessed with eternal youth that has acted with the independence of an adult for most of the Pokemon anime. After 20 years of traveling the world without any sort of adult supervision on his quest to become a Pokemon Master, whatever that is, and not aging a day, the premise of the anime is to have Ash go back to school. Epic. Oh, like anybody who has ever gone to school and sat around a 4-foot by 4-foot desk for 8 hours a day knows how monotonous school life is. The thing is, the Pokemon anime, much like the games, has always been about one thing: exploring. Whether it is Meeting new people and discovering new Pokemon. For the anime and the games, exploring and discovery has always been the franchise's main focus. So, what kind of epic adventures can you have by sitting at a desk and listening to teachers lecture on and indoctrination for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week? All I know is that Ash has either been homeschooled or never gone to school in his life. That kind of explains why he can be such a clueless airhead all the time. Now, I don't expect the whole going to school slice of life trope to last the entire generation of the series. Because if it does, it is going to be a pretty shallow generation of the Pokemon anime. What's the point of making him go back to school when he's already a somewhat accomplished trainer, especially after all that he has been through? It just doesn't make sense. So, why all of these changes, you might ask? Why would the anime and the games fundamentally change what has been the standard for both the anime and the games since their inception? I have a theory. It's because of Yokai Watch. No wonder why this generation of the Pokemon games is so vastly different from past generations. Now, Pokemon has the bragging rights since it came around a good 18 years before Yokai Watch did. I will give it credit for that. But you still need to consider how similar those two franchises are to each other. Apparently, they saw what Yokai Watch was doing, considered it a threat, and tried to duplicate what that franchise was doing right down to the art design. And honestly, there have been similar rivalries between this and other monster catching games in anime before. Anybody remember Digimon? So, what does this mean? Well, I do think this generation of the Pokemon games and anime is going to be a rather interesting one. I am not exactly a fan of the new art style for the characters in the anime, and I definitely prefer the animation from Pokemon X and Y. In my honest opinion, the new art style looks stupid. We will also see how the new anime will tie into the new games that just came out. Exactly how it will do so will remain to be seen. But with that, I give Pokemon Sun and Moon anime a 5 out of 10 for initial interest. Until next time, this is the American Anime Otaku, signing out. Like what you see? Then please help support the show by contributing to my Patreon page for special perks, exclusive content, and more.